6 games into the 2023 MLS season, Jordan Morris is on pace to score 45 goals. Obviously, that would be impossible, but for the first time in his career, Jordan Morris is a Golden Boot candidate. His 8 goals thus far this season is only 4 off his career high for an entire season. As a result, people are asking what changed, and most importantly, whether it can last. The first part has a simple answer, but a more complicated explanation. What has changed for Jordan Morris is his position. And now, of course, he has always been a natural left winger who can shift into that number 9 position if necessary. And that is still what he is doing this season. However, he has never been a forward that has been asked to lead the line for his team, and that has somewhat changed this season. So rather than his position technically, it's more about his positional role in the team that has really changed. So let me explain. In recent years, Seattle have had one main front four of Christian Roldan, Nico Lodeiro, and Jordan Morris from right to left, sitting under the lone striker of Raul Ruidíaz. Fredy Montero has filled in for Ruidíaz in his absence mainly, but that has been the solid and consistent front four from Seattle Sounders, and that has worked very well. However, I think it is very likely that Raul Ruidíaz plays a smaller role for Seattle this season because there are 2 other tactics that have been working very, very well, not just for the team, but for Jordan Morris. With Raul Ruidíaz's injury concerns over the past couple seasons, Seattle went out and signed another experienced number 9 in Héber to rotate with Ruidíaz. This meant that a new style with Héber at the number 9 was created, and this was a wildly different style than with Ruidíaz at the number 9 because the two are very different strikers. Ruidíaz is a traditional hold up, lead the line number 9 who goes and scores you goals in the box. Héber brings you a very different look. He is much more of a false 9, which means that he is dropping deeper to get involved in the play, which means that Jordan Morris ends up running in behind a lot and ends up into the goal-scoring positions more often even than Héber does. But it's not just one new style, it's 2, because the breakout of Leo Chu has created a third style with him in the left wing and Jordan Morris in the number 9 position, and the difference here versus the past where Jordan Morris plays in the number 9 position is that rather than playing there because the starting striker Raul Ruidíaz is missing, he's playing there because Leo Chu is forcing himself into the lineup and forcing Raul Ruidíaz and Héber onto the bench. This has allowed Jordan Morris to make more of what I like to call targeted runs. His positioning this season is much more defined with clear focuses on making runs to the penalty spot or to the byline in the half space. This is no surprise when he's making more targeted runs for Leo Chu and more runs in behind a dropping Héber rather than floating around a striker like Ruidíaz who takes up the majority of the central areas. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the video. If you're looking for MLS content on YouTube, this is the channel for you. So hit that subscribe button and let's make this the best MLS channel on YouTube. Thank you so much, and back to the video. It's also no surprise that he is working so well with a natural left winger like Leo Chu, as Jordan Morris is a natural left winger himself, and thus he knows exactly the type of runs that a left winger wants his striker to make, so Jordan Morris makes those runs and Leo Chu finds him perfectly. That's how he scored an incredible 4 goals against Sporting Kansas City. And with that, we can discuss whether Jordan Morris can continue this incredible form and potentially win the Golden Boot. Because the first thing that skeptics will bring up is that Jordan Morris scored those 4 goals against SKC on only 4 shots. And they'll say, sure, that is great from him, but it is simply unsustainable. They're right there. Jordan Morris will not score with every shot he takes in MLS this season. However, we need to dive a little bit deeper on the stats than just one game because he has been clinical this entire season. For example, what do the expected goals look like? Because this is something that can tell us whether he's actually way overperforming his chances to a point of unsustainability. Well, he's actually leading the league here too. Whether we look at XG or non-penalty XG, the stats may not expect him to score quite as many as he is, as is the case with all the other top scorers, but they do expect him to be scoring the most goals. A pickier statistician may look at the expected goals on target, or the expected goals when taking into account where the shot ended up. If it's in the corners, that will increase the expected goals, but if it's straight down the middle, XG goes down. We can see here Jordan Morris once again leads the league with a significant increase from his regular XG. This means not only is he getting the best chances in the league by getting in the best positions in the league, but he is finishing his chances clinically. No lucky goals here. So individually, the stats say it's no surprise that Jordan Morris is leading the Golden Boot race. But when it comes to maintaining form, the team is more important than the player. So it's important to look at Seattle's creativity. When we do that, we can see that they're also leading the league in not only expected goals from open play, but also expected goals from set pieces. The importance of open play expected goals is obvious for a player like Jordan Morris, but the importance of set piece expected goals, I think, goes a little bit under the radar because Jordan Morris's aerial ability often goes under the radar. He is elite in the air. The upshot is, it's not one player or one system. It's a team with flexibility, creating the best chances for a player getting in the best positions. Jordan Morris is in the form of his life, but all of the stats say he's going to keep on rolling. Don't expect 45 goals, but a first Golden Boot should certainly be the target for Jordan Morris. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscription so I can continue to provide more MLS content like this. I will see you next time.